A well-polished group of players as they came down the tunnel earlier. So important to these players to perform well in front of their fans. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jimmy Butler.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across at his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Now the starting. For the visitors, George is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Payton. And it's Williams at the shooting guard. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Avdia. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Black in at the 1. Here's Cousins. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's the screen. To the wing on the left. Gafford against Cousins. 5 on the clock. Avdia gets the bucket.
Avdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there.
Payton passes to George with the drive. Williams for 3. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's George. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Screen by Gafford. And George is good for 3.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
To the left side wing. High post Cousins. Shoots over Gafford. Cousins, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And George kicks to Payton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Black. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Cousins. Over Payton. The rebound by Paul George. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The kick out to Williams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Here to check out some of the stats for Deni Avdia. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Cousins with the screen on George. Here's Avdia. Williams with the steal. Adebayo against Vanderbilt. Adebayo passes to George. Puts it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Avdia. to end the cold streak. Rebound by Williams. Gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Like the pass to Cousins. Williams against Bridges. Here's Cousins. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
In the corner, it's Gafford. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Cousins. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. 5th on the list, DeMarcus Cousins.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Shots good by Gafford.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Williams. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it.
A power move by one of the biggest problems in the low post of Marcus Cousins. Don't let him get that deep.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside, George. Now here's Williams. Defended by Bridges. Got a piece of it. Payton against Cousins. Avdia kicks to Vanderbilt. Here's Bridges. Goes up to the stripe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Trey Murphy's checked in for Avdia. Payton with the screen for Williams. Down low, Gafford. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Out left to the wing. Pass to Black. Over Williams. Black, no good. Gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Now, here's Vanderbilt. A 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You love Jimmy Butler playing above the rim. That's a statement dunk right there.
Doing well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Outside, Porter. O'Neal a screen on Williams. Here's Porter. Bucket is good.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Williams against Porter. Williams passes to Green. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Here is Porter. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. From past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Payton finds Williams. Valanciunas with a screen on Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
So much of the NBA is about pick and roll opportunities, and who better than Jonas Valanciunas to roll to the cup?
Now here's Porter. 9 points last game. Outside O'Neal. Payton against Porter. For the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Alec Burks checked in for Black. Now here's Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot, 5 games behind. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Hard, he's checked in for Williams. And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easy.
Burks against Butler. Pass to Hart. And here is Poole.
2 minutes remaining.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One thing we know with Jordan Poole, guys, confidence is never going to be an issue. This young man has the attitude there's nothing he can't do on a basketball floor.
Porter, no luck.
But defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Well, their pass it to Valanciunas. Over in the corner, Poole. Shot clock at 6. For 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Porter. They could use a bucket. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Here's Poole. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Poole's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Top of the key. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Sharp finds Burks. Off target from 3-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Well, their pass it to Hart. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Poole on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Again, the miss by Poole.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
A kick out to O'Neal. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Up 9. In the second quarter, about. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Paul George. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Now here's Butler. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. George, no good. Here's Cousins. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Boy, aggressive move by DeMarcus Cousins. He'll dish out more punishment than he receives, that's for sure.
Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Burks. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Now, here's Burks. He has yet to score. Here's Cousins. He takes it in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Zadores, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Now, here's Poole. 8 points for him. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Cousins finds Bridges. Back to Cousins. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Poole, the pass to Gafford. It's Payton, high post. Outside, Avdia. Tries to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
The painted area is not for the faint of heart, and Avdia making some contact happen. I love that.
And Doris, as we've watched Avdia, he's a real threat from the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really good at a lot of different things on a basketball floor. I think the consistency from range wasn't there early, and defenders would give him a cushion. That is no longer the case.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
That's good from Payton.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Cousins with it, now defended by Adebayo. Black dishes to Cousins, and stolen by Payton. And here we go. Throws it up high, and Gafford throws it down.
Perhaps no better target in the alley-oop than Daniel Gafford. Finish it, young sir.
Inside, the shot. And that one's good. Cousins has got 13.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Williams kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Gafford. Here's Poole. Here's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 13.
It feels like Jordan Poole is in one of those grooves where he's getting everything he wants on the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Outside, Avdia. Avdia with a screen for Bridges. Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Payton passes to Gafford. That's tipped. Bridges with the steal. And here's the break. And Cousins throws it down.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Outside, Payton. Gafford passes to Williams. For the screen on Bridges. Pocket 6. Poole. And the rejection by Cousins.
7'6" wingspan in the house, and he says, get it out of here.
Fires the three. Goes back up. Break D that time from Adebayo. Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. Pass to Payton. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Black. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
Valanciunas is checked in for Daniel Gafford.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Poole. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Jordan Poole picks one up. Of course, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Now, here's Poole. He's got 15.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Screen by Cousins. Bridges outside. Pass to Cousins. Here's Vanderbilt. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Vanderbilt's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
To the right side. Adebayo down low. He's against Vanderbilt. Rob. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Pass to Williams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Porter. Sharp sets the pick for Porter. Shoots over Poole. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Green with a screen on O'Neal to the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Butler, he's checked in for Jordan Poole.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Here's Black. 11-point game his last outing. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here comes the break. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden. Then on Tuesday.
And looking at that Jacksonville matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Williams.
And hadn't had great success at the line, but Green certainly works on his game from there.
Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Right with a screen on Porter. From the left block. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Each year, this guy refines the jumper a little bit more, and that sets everything else up for Jimmy Butler.
Porter against Butler. Shot from 12. Porter, no luck. Gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Now Butler. He's got 6. Valanciunas passes to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Like the pass to Porter. Now here's Sharp. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
It's going to be on Gary Payton.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Burks, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Porter against Payton. Green kicks to Hart. Here's Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Butler against Burks. Outside Porter. Back to Burks. And he drives in. And stolen by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Porter with a block.
Sending it back with postage. This is why every team is looking to add length to its lineup.
O'Neal misses. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Doing it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Black, defended by Hart, to the inside. The kick out to O'Neal. From outside, off the mark. And an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Green with a screen for Payton. And he makes good on the layup.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Sharp. Sharp with a screen on Butler. Back to Sharp. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. Has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And the basket by Payton.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now Burks. From downtown. Draymond Green with the rebound. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler on the wing. Over Burks. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. O'Neal finds Sharp. Now here's Porter. From deep three-point territory. No good on the last second attempt there. And the first half is now in the books. Leading by 14. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Taking a look at the visitors, holding in the 5th place in our advanced ranking system. Who does these rankings anyway?
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the visiting team.
I'm guessing my buddy over.
And that about wraps it up.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Black in at the 1 spot. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Now here's Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, nice play call by Payton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
Bridges misses. George against Avdia. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. Third is Jalen Williams. And, of course, Jimmy Butler.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim.
Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. And here's George for 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges up top. He's guarded by Williams. Bridges kicks to Avdia. Paul George with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And Gafford throws it down.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
To the middle. It's tipped. And here's Adebayo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. George finds Payton. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Off with the layup.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Cousins with a screen on George. Black dishes to Cousins. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got 17.
Well, guys, we know that DeMarcus Cousins can put up huge numbers. He's having one of those nights.
Gafford sets the pick for Payton. Floats one. And Bridges with the block. Beyond the wing. Defended by George. Pass to Cousins. And the rejection by Gafford.
Boy, you see the great timing of Daniel Gafford on the defensive end.
And the basket by Peyton.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and they're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Murphy's checked in for Avdia.
All right, fans, that was your youth Gear Squad. Make some noise.
Kicks to Vanderbilt. Bridges outside. Inside. Gafford with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And here's Poole for three. No good on that one. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Cousins, the pass to Black. Back to Cousins. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here is Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Over Adebayo. Cousins, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen. Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
Cousins finds Vanderbilt. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the triple. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. George passes to Adebayo. Floats it up for Williams. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And here's the fast break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
A troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Williams kicks to George. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Black. Vanderbilt with the screen. Black, no good. 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Gafford.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Adebayo. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you were saying, one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that tireless work ethic that also motivates the rest of his teammates. Kevin Porter's checked in for Black. Porter passes to Cousins. Back to Porter. Bridges with it. 9 points in the game so far. Cousins with a screen on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. Rebounded by Gafford.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Adebayo. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Being just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Gafford. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Porter. Cousins has got 19 points.
One of the best in the league at shooting with a hand in his face. Cousins undeterred.
Here's Poole. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. 6 points for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play an attack bowl and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And here's Poole for 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
O'Neal's checked in for Vanderbilt.
Number 9, Royce O'Neal.
Poole against Porter. 11 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there. Porter's got 8 points.
That's how you do it. The D looked helpless on that possession.
Butler against Burks. Now here's Valanciunas. Defense is right there. Down low. And that one drops. Valanciunas has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Oh, efficient scoring in the post. Just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
O'Neal sets the screen for Porter. Traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 8. And it's Green missing. O'Neal against Valanciunas. Pass to Burks. Shoots from the elbow. And that one is off. Gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Butler. Jimmy jousting his way through.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Burks in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Now, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
With the step back. Here's Poole. The teardrop falls in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They set the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jordan Poole picks one up.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
He misses the free throw.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury, Porter healed up and has taken the league by storm.
Payton, he's checked in for Jordan Poole. No luck that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Porter. Six to shoot. Launches it. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Payton finds Green. Green with a screen for Hart. Here's Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And a wide open look for Porter. Off target with his 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Burks dishes to Porter. Back to Burks from the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Hart with a screen on Burks. Here's Butler. Butler missing again. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Pass to Hart. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Butler. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
Now, this is his confidence. This is his sweet spot. The mid-range for Jimmy Butler, that's money.
Sharp with it, and here's Burks, defended by Butler. So here's Burks. He has 6, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
15 foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
Free throw good, Burks.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a two-guard.
Adebayo is checked in for Valanciunas. And Burks hits 2 free throws. The visitors with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Stolen by Avdia. Porter against Hart. And Porter, here we go. To the middle, here's Cousins. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 10. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They got Jalen Williams. Adebayo is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Gary Payton, and it's Hart in at the 3. Cousins with a screen for Bridges. Gafford with the steal. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
You can see Jalen Williams' speed on display right there. Gets out to score on the fast break.
Black kicks to Avdia. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
At the line for your home team, Mikal Bridges. 1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
Here's Black, covered by Payton. Black the pass to Cousins. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Gafford. Outside Williams. Bridges with the steal. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Black the pass to Cousins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
How about the power that Boogie Cousins brings to the table? Tough matchup for any defender.
For your home team, DeMarcus Cousins. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
Paul George, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Payton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Bumping, battling down low, Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
Gary Payton. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Peyton. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Black. Now Bridges. Pass to Cousins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins, not a tremendous leaper. So what do? You go to your up fake game and catch that defense off balance.
DeMarcus Cousins taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
He hits both from the stripe.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Here's Peyton, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second team foul. Shooting for the away team. Gary Payton taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Peyton. That one misses. Getting a decent 44% clip here. Here's Black. He's guarded by Williams. No good from Cousins. Really well. 54% from the floor. And it's good for 2.
Gary Payton.
Peyton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the quickness on display there for Peyton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Cousins dishes to Black. Shoots it. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Adebayo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Green, he's checked in for Hart. And he makes both free throws.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Avdia against George. Avdia, the pass to Cousins. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Pass to Green. Bridges with the steal. Driving the lane. Left. And Peyton sends it back. Williams inside, defended by Bridges. Back to George. Green with a screen on Avdia. And there's Green on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Black. Back to Bridges. Here's Black, covered by Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Black over Payton. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Payton. Shakes him. Black grabs the board. Black's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And stolen by Payton. Going inside. And the dunk by Payton.
And the sneaky hops of Payton, capable of rising up and catching you.
Pass to Vanderbilt. George against Avdia. Screen by Cousins. Avdia, the pass to Cousins. It's stolen by Green. And they're running. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Vanderbilt the pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Drills the 3-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Vanderbilt a screen on George. Avdia. And it's off from 3-point range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Black, defended by Payton. Avdia against Williams. Pass to Cousins. 5 to shoot. Green with the block.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Here's Cousins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Pools checked in for Jalen Williams. And that one falls for Cousins. The visitors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Green up on top. Pass to Adebayo. Here's George. Over Avdia. And there's Paul George on the assist by Adebayo.
We call that money from the mid-range. PG doing his thing in the sweet spot.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Black, covered by Payton. Bridges kicks to Avdia. And the layup is good. And 11 points for Denny Avdia.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Over to the left wing. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Avdia finds Vanderbilt. Avdia can't hit. Vanderbilt with the steal. Pass to Black. Now here's Cousins. Outside Avdia. It's Black in the corner. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
That one falls. Avdia's got 10 points here in the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now.
Fans, make some noise for your dance team.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Gary Payton.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Now here's Adebayo to the inside and stolen by Cousins. Payton against Porter. Pass to Cousins. Over Green. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Cousins has got 9 points in the quarter. Thing has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Payton. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. And that's 20 points for Gary Payton. And 40% in the fourth. Pass to Cousins. Outside Avdia. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Denny Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
Avdia's gotten 3 of his 5 3-point attempts to fall. George against Avdia. Tipped away. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
Porter's got pretty good numbers from the floor so far. Shooting 6 of 13. Three-pointer, Payton. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Avdia. Out to Bridges. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
The shot by Payton, no good. Bridges outside. Pass to Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for the away team, Jalen Williams. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Draymond Green. And both free throws good for Williams. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Cousins. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Rebounded by Gafford. Adebayo against Porter. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
At the line for 2, Jared Vanderbilt.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one, and that brings them within single digits. 26 seconds left in the fourth. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Williams outside. Good on the triple.
It doesn't matter what position Jalen Williams happens to be playing on any given night. This guy's a force offensively.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. We can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Gary Payton.